Hello everybody, how's it going? Patch 10.0.5 is right around the corner and will be published with the next weekly reset. Usually the 0.5 patches are pretty small, but Blizzard is on an absolute winning streak at the moment and apparently they don't want to stop that yet, because there are coming a lot of things that are looking pretty awesome. So today I will show you everything important you need to know for the upcoming patch. And to start this off, we will talk about the elephant in the room, the trading post. The trading post was announced a while ago and will soon go live. In case you have been living under a rock, the trading post is basically a battle pass, but without real life money or in-game money or whatever. You will be able to gain 1000 traders tender per month, a new currency with which you can buy different things from a vendor at the post, and 500 of them will be given to you by simply looting a chest at the trading post, and the other 500 can be obtained by completing monthly activities in the Traveler's Log. These activities have a large variety of completing dungeons or battlegrounds, over holiday events, up to completing everyday stuff like resurrecting other players, for example. The items you can buy from a trading post are purely cosmetic and include new transmogs, pets, mounts, but even old mounts from a real money in-game shop. Also, the items will be on a monthly rotation, but if you miss an item, it will definitely come back to the trading post at one point, so you won't feel too bad for missing out if you decide to take a break from a game or using your tenders for other items instead. The trading post will be located in Orgrimmar next to the main building and in Stormwind close to the entrance of the Stockades dungeon. Next on the list, we have a new transmog options. White and grey items will finally become transmoggable. In case you are not sure about this because white and grey items are looking bad most of the times, I mean, yes, they do, that's exactly the point. Some people want to have a more humble look, like a useless peasant. But also there are some items that are actually looking really awesome and will become transmoggable as well. I made a video about that some time ago, so if you are interested, check it out right here. But besides the white and grey items, we will also finally be able to put illusions on the Legion artifact weapons. That's another thing many people have waited for a long time, because the artifact weapons of Legion have some of the best weapon designs in the game, and we wanted to transmog them with an illusion for years now, so this is definitely a good thing. Then we will have a new event called the Storm's Fury, and the Storm's Fury is a little event that takes place in the Primalist tomorrow. And now you might be thinking, where or what is that? The Primalist tomorrow is the future version of a temporal conflux which you can enter through the time portal over here, and this place has been quite empty after the leveling campaign, besides from one of the world bosses that appears there. But you will also get a quest in Valdrakken that leads you there, so you probably won't miss it. The event itself is an uptime-downtime event, so it is not active all the time, pretty much like the Tuskar Soup event or the Siege of Dragonbane Keep. The objective is to close 4 portals in the zone, and after that you will be able to kill a boss. You close the portals by killing surrounding enemies, and that may take some time, but if this event will be as populated as the other events, this shouldn't be a problem at all. However, you might have some problems to survive there, due to an increasing debuff that is freezing you dead after a while. To prevent this, you can buy a few items from one of the vendors in the zone and they definitely will help you surviving. For doing this event, you get a new currency called Essence of a Storm, which can be used to buy gear and cosmetics, like the Scythe and Horde Strider mount, and you can also get Elemental Overflow, the currency from the Primal Storms event. The gear you can buy here is only at 385 item levels, so this is not a way to get high-end gear, but if you are more casual or just want to catch up for your twins, this might be a fun little activity. Next we have a lot of balancing updates for many classes, and I will put a link to the patch notes in the description in case you want to read them all. But I will not tell you all the changes because that's probably not why you are here. Also, the Trial of Style event comes back with some new transmogs that you can earn there. In case you are not familiar with this event, you basically get a topic and have to create a transmog around it, then you can win some tokens with which you can buy some new transmogs. The new weapon appearances that you can unlock are these right here. Next we have something that is not directly bound to the patch, but will be released at the same day by coincidence, and that is the Inspiration Catalyst. Just like in the final months of Shadowlands, you will be able to transform your normal gear into set pieces, both for the set bonuses that come with it, but also for transmog of a weight. The Catalyst location will be north of Tierhouse in this small building here, and currently there aren't any infos on the currency needed or if there will be a cooldown regarding the transformations, so sadly this is all I can tell you about it yet. But talking about cooldowns, we will also get rid of a 2-week wait for the Spark of Ingenuity, which is needed to craft epic gear. So from now on all you need are the materials and the skill to make it without having to wait for the next reset or even longer. And I think that's a good thing. And then there are also some small changes overall. You will be able to activate War Mode in Dragon, so you don't have to go to Orgrimmar or Stormwind first, which obviously is a good thing. Then you will be able to simply copy other people's talent trees, so if you are in a raid for example and you see someone with the same spec dealing way more damage than you, although you are equally geared, you can simply copy his talent tree and try it for yourself, which is a nice addition to the game. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know for the upcoming patch of World of Warcraft. I hope I could help you. Thank you for choosing to watch my video instead of one of a million other videos out there. If you found me helpful, leave a like and smack that subscribe button. I hope to see you next time. Until then, see ya!